tuned in to the tap in. We talking again. Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Might talk a little shit, get a little brash. Might drink a little bit, smoke a little bit. Vibe a little bit, laugh a little bit.
Oh, bro, it's real. That is real.
Obviously, it works, but what I was saying was like, it works, but once it would work, but at what point you're gonna stop helping the other person out? You know what I mean? Like, eventually.
But that's on you. That's on you personally. You mean I'm pretty loyal to my people.
Yeah.
You mean I'm really loyal to my people. I'm gonna show you it works, so you can get the idea of how it was done. Based off of you trusting me, you mean that's basically how you're gonna come in. But once you stop working, it's like a team, and it's literally a team, bro. And that's why I know how that realistically it took this to teach me like basically like entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, I joined it, and it was real.
Yeah.
I, like legit made like $3,000 in a week.
Sure.
And I was skeptical like everybody else, but it was real. But it taught you, bro. Like, you mean you get into like a whole nother group messages with whoever's in it, and everybody's trying to win, bro. Everybody's trying to make money.
Right.
Legit, not you know. So everybody's trying to make money. So you wake up and it's a whole nother atmosphere. You mean at that time, bro? You mean living with my parents and you mean court wise, like a lot of things weren't going good. You know,
Yeah.
like mentally, like to be like super positive every day. So when I joined that, like it was a whole nother atmosphere. Like you woke up and everybody's like, "Good morning, everybody." Like I felt like I was on like Wolf of like that Wall Street movie. Like like because it's sales, bro. Everybody's trying to make money. So everybody knows, like, in order for me to make money, you got to get paid out, bro. Like, and in order to you get paid out, like, all of us got to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
So everybody's motivating each other, like, hey, good morning. Like, and then you jump in that text, like, good morning, guys. I just woke up. I have 2 leads, you know? And you'd be like, oh, man, you got this, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if you have any questions, like, locking them in, like, let us know. And I was like, I would wake up like, damn, like, this is like, I wish my job was this fun. Like you walk into work and people are like, what's up? Good morning. You know, like if you're lucky, someone's in a good mood, you know, you're hoping your boss is in a good mood, but most of the time regular coworkers suck. You mean they like, you mean I know, because I was a regular coworker and I'd walk in too, like, hope you don't see me, you know, and the same thing, bro. But the thing is there, like, everybody's like, good morning, everybody. Like, let's work hard today. Like, think positive. And I was like, damn, I like this feeling. Like, this is a good. It was the feeling of knowing that these people are trying to win.
Yeah.
So that kind of showed me then, like, if everybody grinds, and then you mean people that wouldn't work, it was almost like, look, I'm gonna get you paid out. Like, I'm gonna do my best to get you paid out because I brought you in. I just want you to. I'm gonna show you that this is real.
Yeah.
But after that, like, it's on you if you want to rejoin. You could take the money and bounce, but you're not on my team because I'm trying to win, bro. Like, legit, I'm trying to win, and you can cause us not to win. Like, you could put a big stop to this.
Yeah.
And if you put a stop to it and you don't try, well, guess what, bro? Like, it ruins the chances for everybody else. Like, the chances go down. You mean at the end of the day, like, it just shows you people's true colors.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It shows you people's true colors.
Accountability.
Yeah, right? Bro. Their character, how weak they are. I mean, it's almost like 2020. Showed you who people really are, bro. Legit.
Yeah.
Legit showed you who's. It brought out the real racist.
So the ugly.
It brought out the haters. It brought out people who you like. Damn, is this how you really thought about me?
Yeah.
It brings out the unmotivated people. It brought out people who are grinders.
Yeah.
Like, how? Yeah. Like, I want you on my team, bro, because you still trying to win in this year. Like, I'm trying to win. You try to win. Get on my team.
Yeah.
And not necessarily team, but like, let's be friends, bro. Like, because you mean you are who you hang out with. So when I went into that, it was real. That shit was real. It was real. It showed me, you mean, how to think. It showed me basically the investment part of it. Once you get in and you make money, you don't really technically have to buy in. You're just taking up one of your own squares, and you're putting, and then people are getting scared. It's almost like real life, bro. People are getting scared, so then they start selling their box.
Oh shit!
You mean because they're like the media, and
people
aren't gonna believe this. And
are you still in that?
No.
Okay.
They're like, people are like, they think we're gonna, which is not, bro. You're not scamming nobody.
Yeah.
If you work, like, bro, it's like what we do today. Like, it's
Yeah.
what I do today. If I work, it works.
Yeah.
If I do not work and put no effort into it, well, guess what? I am not going to eat.
Yeah.
So that's really what that showed me. Like, if you work, it works.
Yeah.
Like, I knew people, like, one of my homies, his baby mom is actually the one, like, and at first I was like, she's like, join my board. And I said, hell no. Like, everybody else, like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. And then, so I was thinking, I was like, that's my homie's baby mom. Like we were just hanging out. Like, I'm sure she wouldn't scam me. You mean, I'm sure my homie's baby mom wouldn't, like, his girlfriend wouldn't scam me. And then so I like messaged the next day. I was just like, well, you can at least give me some more information on it. Yeah. And I called my boy. I was like, bro, like, for real, like, you guys ain't trying to scam me, right? Like, like, be honest. Yeah. And he's like, no, dog, like, it's legit. Like, I haven't joined or anything. He's like, but like, it's legit, dude. Like, she's made like $3K off, and they're from Chino. And I was like, is this like a Chino thing? Like, I'm from Baldwin Park. Like, it's like a Chino thing. Like, damn, you white people, you preppy ass people get that. You guys got these scammers going on. Like, now I know why y'all rich. So I was like, heck yeah, I want in on it. Because you know why? Because my people in this city, they trying to make me do bad things for some money. So yeah. It don't sound bad. So what's up? And it was real, bro. Like, you mean, I told her, I said, look, I don't want you to convince. The only thing I want you to do is screenshot me your account, or screenshot me your Venmo, screenshot me wherever that income is coming from as far as this game. If you can show me that proof, I'm in. That's it. Just show me the proof in the pudding. Yeah. And really, bro, that's it. Like I said, that game showed me a lot. That game is like what almost like, damn, I could do this too. Yeah. I mean, as far as like entrepreneurship and business wise and mindset, not giving up in work type of thing, it works, bro. If you work, it works. You work, it works.
Yeah.
You don't, it don't. You mean common sense, but people, common ain't so common to some people.
Well, especially right now where it's about picking sides, and once it was either it works or it doesn't work, it's a scam. It's not a scam.
There's a lot of sheep. There's a lot of sheep. Nope, there's a lot of sheep, and the sheep are the ones blind leading the blind. Yeah. You mean, and that's really, those are the people who like, it don't work. And then you got, it don't work. And I'm like, it works, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I'm showing you my accounts, dude. Like, I'm showing you what would get me like, heck yeah, I'm down. And that's the proof. Look, bro, the proof is there. Like, this is my account. Like, this is the money that's coming in for this. Like, because it's a set amount every time. That, so I'm like, look, bam, 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 bam. You get the notification, you get the deposits. And I'm like, look. And like, it was like the sheep were like, no, everybody, my family's gonna think I'm like it's like scamming. And I'm like, it's legit, bro.
Well, like you said, it's
a business, bro. It's really like business. Like, you work, it works. It's sales.
You'll lose money as if you stop working. Yes, like you said, like and when I hit you up about it, it wasn't like, I was trying to get negative feedback from you. No, I was trying to. I understand it. It's like it is a pyramid scheme.
But life is a pyramid.
Every business is worked. The concept is a pyramid scheme. Exactly. Every business. Exactly. There is no business that is like gets a shared percentage of it. No, every business, someone at the very top is gonna get the main,
because they started the thing,
because they started it.
Exactly.
But they won't, if these motherfuckers aren't working, this fool ain't gonna get paid. It's every business is like that. So
that's how you knew who wasn't meant for who's not. I was like, oh, you that's why you gonna work there forever. That's why you gonna work at your dumb job forever. Like,
well, that's where I'm at,
because you can't grow. That's
where I'm at. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it,
bro, I don't have that. What's up? How's it going? Like, I don't have that, bro. Like, I don't have it. I don't have it in dating. I don't have it in like business. Like, dude, I'm telling you, I work with kids. Like, I could walk into freaking Walmart and there's 100 kids, and I can't be like, oh, I feel like I'm a weirdo. Like, how am I walk up to a random kid like, hey, how's it going, buddy? You look at me like, dude, get away from my kid, bro. Like,
especially now.
Yeah. Like, so imagine. So I bro. So one time, bro, when I was really doing that, I went to Vegas. And I was making money.
Wait, are we starting the show or like this?
The lotus flower.
Oh, okay.
this is the same thing, right?
Yeah. Hey guys, my guest for today. I'm sorry, I forgot. We've been talking for like 20 minutes already, like this.
Oh man.
My guest for today, Angel Ramirez, also known as the real dad coach on Instagram.
Thank you guys.
Baseball trainer, baseball softball trainer. But I'm sorry to interrupt, but let's continue this conversation.
Okay, so when I realized that it was real, I realized it was real. It works if I work, bro. It's basically what I do today, bro. Like, I get home like this, bro. You edit this, and you have to stay up, and you keep posting on your story. Like, dude, that's what it really was, bro. Yeah. Like, you work, it works.
Yeah.
And when I realized it was real, bro, I was falling asleep at 3, 4 in the morning, hitting every DM. Like sending them proof, like bam, like any questions asked, like, because I'm not, clearly no one's gonna respond to, like, unless when you stay consistent, just like what you do in life, if you stay consistent, it works.
Yeah.
So so the more I stood consistent, the more people would be like, okay, I'm interested. So it was real.
Yeah.
But the sales part, like, hey, like cold calling. You're like cold calling.
Right. Yeah.
You're cold DMing, right?
Yeah.
And I worked in a sales job where I was a cold caller.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew I was pretty good at sales. Like, I can sell basically anything. I was selling activated carbon, bro. That's what activated carbon is?
No, exactly. What is it?
Activated carbon is like what filters your water. It filters your water, bro.
Yeah.
And so imagine not knowing what you're selling, and then you have to sell it, okay?
So you're just reading off a script?
No, but the thing is, bro, you're reading off a script, and then if they ask questions, you're basically calling like big water companies and swimming pools, and you're not calling like hey guys, you guys want, because you didn't even like, what the fuck is that? Like, and I'm over there like, I don't know, bro. Do you want to? So like the numbers that they have already.
You're calling the people that already know what they're gonna buy.
The people that I'm sure they did their homework. It's almost like real estate. You go and you look at the single houses, like people who have, you look at certain things and you get their numbers. That's how you can actually go online and get people's just numbers.
Oh yeah.
Your number. How do you think people call you? Or they call you?
Well, my number is listed on Instagram. Unfortunately,
but you know what I'm talking about. Like when you're just normal or something. You just have your number, and that's how you get scam likely calls and stuff like that.
Every time I get that call, scam likely, I go, is that an offer? Or
yeah, you get the one with the?
You want me to scam or what?
Yeah, exactly. So you get when I realized I was making money off of it, I'd be up to like 3 in the morning, bro. I'd wake up at like 6 in the morning. Like, I gotta be like see who like replied, real shit. Like I gotta see who's interested.
Yeah.
And then you jump in and everybody's awake already. Like, anybody have any leads?
Yeah.
And so it's almost like it was a team of positive people, bro. Like it was a team of like people you want to hang out with, like not hang out with, but like that environment.
Yeah.
And then I remember I went to Vegas, bro. And actually, this is a funny one. So I actually got scammed during the whole thing.
Oh shit!
Because it was like $150 to buy in, and you win. Like not you win, but you can get out like $1,200 or something.
At a card table?
No. I'm talking about like as far as like that's
for the same
flower.
Okay.
So point is this. So I went to Vegas, bro, and like the people that like give you like they're trying to like get you into strip clubs.
Yeah.
Like the promoters.
Mm-hmm. Everybody knows
they're trying to get you like into the strip club. They're like, what's up, bro? Like they got that. What's up, man? How's it going, bro? And so I'm over there with this mindset. I'm still making money while in Vegas. Okay. So it made me feel like cool, bro. It made me feel like goals. Like this is what I want to do in life. Like
I got this, dude. Like, confidence levels up.
Yeah, right like not necessarily that. Like I want to do this forever in life, but I was like, it felt good to like get a deposit and like you're out somewhere.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like the feeling that I get now. But that was like my first taste of it. And I was like, I like this feeling. Like I'd be in Vegas like, okay, I'm buying it now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. I like, it was just the fact of knowing like, yes, I have money. Like like some random money.
Yep.
Because usually sometimes you're going with like whatever you saved up already or something. So I remember that there was a dude that was trying to like get us into like strip clubs, and I don't do strip clubs, but I was like, and so we walked from like one street to another, and I said, hey bro, I said, how much you making right now doing all this? I turned into a straight street entrepreneur, bro. That's how much money you making doing this.
Yeah.
And he said, I make good money. I'm from they're from weird places, bro. Like those people are like Jamaicans.
Yeah. Nigeria, Jamaica.
Yeah, Nigeria. I'm from Jamaica, blah blah. And I said, bro, like you haven't heard of what's going on in Cali?
Yeah.
Like, you haven't heard what's going on in Los Angeles, bro? Like there's a money thing going on in Los Angeles. And he's like, what, for reals? And I'm like, yeah, dude, watch. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Let me show you my deposit. Let me show. Like, I just got a deposit, and let me show you my Venmo.
Yeah.
And he's like, no way. Like, dude, bro, I was over there trying to really sell gems in Vegas, bro. Like, it was gems at the time. I was really trying to sell gems in Vegas. I was like talking to my best friend at the time, and I was like, bro, like we could get the people over here. Their people. I was like, for Christmas, we could just pass out a gem. Like, yo, you on the board? Just work. And you get
start handing out membership cards and shit.
You got a free gem. Like, you got a free spot on the board. So it was real, bro. It was real. It works. You know, so it kind of, you know, shows you people's true colors, who's trying to take the easy path. It's like, damn, is this how you really are in person? Like, real life? Like, yeah, you gonna like put your name on it but not work. That's really what they're doing.
And that's most people are like. Most people want that free money, you know, that easy quick buck. And it's not easy, especially with this, that, you know, the lotus flower gem.
Oh, it
had so many different names. I don't remember.
It'll be back like in 2 years.
Yeah. Somebody got busted for this in New York, like a few years ago.
Well, you know what, dude? It works so dang much. So much.
I mean, the guy was like making, like, he pulled in like billions.
That's what I'm saying. It works so much that's why you gotta remember who our media is, bro. They ain't trying to lose. The big people ain't not trying to lose. Like, this is tax-free money.
It's tax-free.
Okay? So the government ain't trying to lose. Okay. So at the end of the day, you think about it. I knew she made $3,000 in like a week. And I was doing that. I was like, dang, I can do this much. I can make this much. I was like, I don't even have to work anymore. And then that's when clearly, like, you mean the news, like, this scam's going on. Don't buy into it. It's a scam. And they put up all these, like, you mean, not BS, like, information, but it's, you mean, information that's going to scare you. That's going to make you be like, no, never mind. I don't want to get into it. Because it's like, and we would be in there like, guys, like, do not, like, don't look at the media. Do not look at the news. Like, because clearly, like, you know, like, at the end of the day, like, you mean, they're going to scare you away. And I mean, that's really where it is, bro. Like, them scaring you. And it's just dumb, bro. Like, you know, at the end of the day, bro, like, I mean, it's the media that scares you, and people that just get scared and they don't want to do it. And they just come out of it.
I really don't know how the stock market works. But I imagine that it's the same shit.
Well, yeah.
Like, you got a whole bunch of people that buy shares and they buy all this stuff.
Think about it. So the government didn't want to lose, bro. They don't want to lose. So they're going to be over there like, it's a scam. It's a scam. So come on, bro. Imagine you can really make some money tax-free. You don't got to work. Hello, the big people. You got to go to work for them. The big people. Like, you can stop going to work and just do this. And it's a money flow that just goes. All I'm doing is just giving you the money, and then you're collecting it. Like, I'm getting them. It's a condena times 100. You know, it's facts, bro. Really. And so imagine, like, when you catch on, like, they know it's real. Like, the big people know that it's real. Like, so, you mean, what are they gonna do? Shut up. Bam. It's not real. It's fake. It's scary. It's a scam. And your people that are trying to do it to you they're not your friends. You know, and clearly there's a lot of sheep.
Oh my God. Especially now more than ever. Right?
No, but I realized that a long time ago. It's just 2020 was like, oh, this is like that game I was playing.
Everyone's playing now.
Can't give up now. No, really, bro. It's like, that's like that game I was playing. Can't give up now. Because realistically, bro, like if I gave up, bro, like, I wouldn't be able to at least survive. You know, especially in 2020. Like,
I mean, we're in 8 months already? Are we in on this? 8 months or 6 months? No, 8 months, dude. Like 8 months.
Is it?
Can you imagine if you were not out there, or let's just say people were just shit scared, or the government closed everybody down?
Dude, well, think about
like, you wouldn't
what
have
I had to deal with. Like, you mean I was playing that game again? Like, I'm making parents believers. Like, it works. Like, there's no boogeyman out here. Like, you know, like, at the end of the day, that's what I was doing. I had to repost. I had to, you know, I had to stay in DMs. I had to push the sales. Now I had to be in DMs. Like, you know, at one point I didn't have to be in the DMs. Like, people were just word of mouth. And now I'm over like, it's 2020. Like, I have to go back to what that game was. Like, I'm in your DMs till like boom, boom, till 3. I'm trying to fall asleep. And I remember like, oh, I remember that parent. Like, You mean they're like, oh, hit me up next week, like for sure next week, and I'm like, boom, like.
Are you sending messages at 3, or are they sending you messages at 3?
No, I'm
both.
Because bro, I don't work, it don't work. My mind is all day.
So as soon as you get something, boom.
As soon as I wake up, bro, you mean even if I wake up to use the restroom, I'm like is anybody replying back to like the main concept of what I'm doing? Dad coach. Yeah. You mean because if I don't work, it doesn't work, bro. You mean so that game kind of gave me a head start of how to think and how to survive in 2020. Yeah. You mean if I don't work, it don't work. Yeah. And then I'm just nothing.
Man, you'd be like everybody else out there, just at the parks that you practice at the parks over there, under the canopies. Yeah, doing all this crazy shit, trying to talk to the kids. Like
seriously.
But speaking of which, going back to the interview that we had, I wanted to touch on something I didn't have on my notes, but I told you I had it here in my head. I remember, like one of the things that I remember saying, and at the time when I said it, my mindset was different. After talking to you. And then putting it out on the field coaching, it changed after the conversation I had with you, which was kids that don't want to be on the field, that I'd be like, well, then why are you here? Get out of here. That was the mindset that I had after talking to you almost a year ago, right? Yeah. That you had your first interview here. It made a lot of sense, and I was like, well, if the kid's not learning, it's my fault. I'm not making it fun for him, or I'm not showing him the right things.
Not necessarily it's your fault, bro, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, so maybe they're used to being able to they're used to being pushed to the side, and they're okay with it. Yeah. You mean so that I think you mean so when they're used to being like, fine, just go ahead and stay on YouTube all day. Yeah. Because when you're like, hey, get up and clean, and the kid, they'll test their limits, bro. Kids aren't dumb. Yeah. I mean they're smart. They'll test their limits. Mm-hmm. And the moment they're like, they'll be like, fine, go ahead and just stay in your room all day and play this. And then they won. Yeah. So they're just trying to test you. They're trying to see, can I get away with this with you too? Mm-hmm. Because I get away with it with my mom and dad. Yeah. I get away with it with them, with my babysitter. Can I get away with you too? Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it is. So not necessarily like I got to teach them, but you got to have that patience and let them understand that you believe in them. Yeah. That you're there to help them. You're there to show them. That's one of the main reasons why a lot of kids do fear getting on that field, is because they don't want to feel embarrassed. Yeah. They don't want to get laughed at. You got to remember, bro, who doesn't? And they've been there. Yeah. And so they don't want that feeling. So when you could remind them that you're there to help them, you're there to show them, you're there to help them and do it right. And you give them that patience, they'll change.
That's exactly what I was leading to was that I was able to develop that patience, because before that conversation, if the kid didn't want to be on the mound, I would have said, all right, get out. I got other pitchers,
But you got to remember, they're so professional at it.
Okay, yeah.
They're so professional. Mm-hmm. I don't want to. Yeah. Because they do it for a living.
Well, and not only that, but like I would have I'm in the dugout, and I have parents telling me like, hey, you can take him out, coach. Like, he's done. And I literally would call timeout, and I go over there and talk to the kid, and I'm like, and then the kid's like, I'm done. And I go, no, you're not. Finish this inning. Finish this inning.
Remember I told you as strong as your parent. Your parents weak, you weak.
Exactly,
dude. Your parents strong, you strong. Yeah. Their parents weak, so no, that's it. Get them out. Yeah. So what the kid do? I'm done. Get me out.
Yeah. I don't know if I had a big impact on the kid, but I know that I let him finish that inning, and he did. He finished that inning without letting any more runs in, you know, and he felt really confident about himself, you know. Yeah. But that was one of the things that I learned from that. Any other time I would have when that dad told me, hey, take him out, I would have took him out. Yeah. Hey, I got other kids that are on the bench waiting to pitch. And I would have done that. But that was when my perspective. So you're not only helping out kids, I think you're helping out parents too, which also reminds me of, you used to have a coach's clinic, but you don't do that anymore, right?
Well, it's on coaches. If we get it started up, it's on coaches. I've been busy. Okay. As far as my kids and
we talked about it, and I totally forgot that. Yeah, we did talk about it.
I've had a couple. You just come shadow me. Yeah. I have a couple shadow me. See how I work with them. See how I talk. See, the motivational what I bring every day as far as giving them the muscle memory speech of giving 100% no matter how good you are. If you're the number 9, 10, 11, 12 batter player, you mean you're number 9 or you're going to come off the bench up to number 12.
Yeah.
You mean you give me 100% all of this practice, you're going to get better naturally.
Yeah.
To the other kids who, if you're a number 1, 2, 3, 4 hitter, you mean you give me 100%, you're going to get better than what you are already.
Yeah.
To we're not here to compete against each other. You mean, so that you mean it's shadowing to understand like how I speak to them, how I talk to them. So they can get that mindset. Because a lot of them, you mean, you got to remember, bro, like I'm sure, you mean, I don't know, you're a parent. Do you come in like, Vinny, you better drop bombs today, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Vinny, this, and this. Like it's a therapy. It's there to, you mean, practice and fail, bro. Life is all about failure and learning how to respond to it, learning how to get better at it. So that's, you mean, that's that mindset of teaching them and reminding them that we're not here to compete, guys. Like you guys, none of you guys play together. None of you guys here play together or know each other.
Yeah.
We're here to be the best us, because the best us is going to be the best player on that team.
Yeah.
So when you put that competitive mindset in them for batting practice, you get them all nervous now, and you get them trying to compete. And it's realistically, bro, we're teaching our players how to be the best player, a leader, a captain, the one who's going to pick up your players, bro, not put them down.
Yeah.
I'm building, you mean, players who are going to be the best players. So at the end of the day, you mean the leaders, the ones who they know how to win, bro. You mean at the end of the day, when you mean you're losing and it's the last inning and you have everybody else that are doubters and I don't know, but you have that one kid who is the Kobe of the team and he's like, man, jump on my back and let's win this damn freaking game.
Yeah.
Because he has that captain mentality, that leader mentality, where he's not over there like, yeah, that's why we're losing, because you guys suck. You know, instead it's like, look, dude, you're good at this, so you mean this is what you got to do right now, you know. And it's somebody who's able to, you mean, be that leader, be that captain. And I mean, what coach doesn't like a captain, bro? The captains of the every pro player was the captain on every team they've ever played on, meaning they were the best player on every team they've ever played on. And you mean the best player, bro, it's, you mean, baseball's it's, you mean, I can never disrespect it. So it's not something that I teach these kids how to use it and threaten somebody and say you suck, you know. So that right there is what teaches coaches how to coach. You know, it's that, you mean, shadow me, come shadow me.
Mm-hmm.
You mean, shadow me. I'm gonna show you. It's really how that, it's that energy you bring, bro. It's the energy that you bring.
Not so much on the drills. The drills are your own drills. Right? It's more
the
here.
Drills are your own drills.
Yeah.
But if you don't have them locked in and believing in themselves, those drills are pretty useless.
Yeah.
You mean, especially if you found that drill on YouTube and you don't even know how to do it, you know, let alone teach it.
Guilty.
So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, the baseball part's the easiest part. That's my gift and my talent, you know. But as far as the mental side of it, of teaching you how to, I mean, say good morning to your players, bro.
Yeah.
You mean, giving them that, you mean, you don't know what's going on at home. You don't know what happened in the car. You don't know what happened at home. You mean, so you mean to let them know, like, you guys are here and this is a whole nother environment. Good morning. How's it going?
Yeah.
You mean, all my players get a good morning. Like, how's it going, man? How's it going, bro? Like, because I want them to feel my energy of happy rather than scared, nervous, negative, anything bad. You mean, bringing something from home, that energy from home. God knows what. You mean, not saying anything bad is happening.
Right.
But that's why you got to have that same energy, because you never know. So it's shadow. You mean, a lot of shadowing. You mean, I got, you mean, like, wanted in them. They want me to do like a coach's clinic. You mean, the leagues have those within themselves,
right? Where
you go and just talk to 20 coaches that are doing the same thing. And this is what we want to talk. This is what we want to do. This is how we want to interact with the kids. This is how we make kids. I mean, realistically, bro, we're not playing for this year. We're not playing for today.
Right.
I mean, we're playing for longevity. It's a marathon, bro.
Yeah.
You mean, it's not a race, and that's what. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. It's a long marathon.
A lot of these parents,
so
managers that are in Little League are locked into winning that season.
Yeah.
That they forget about the development.
Sucks,
you know?
What sucks is and if you don't work on it, your kid is going to be that one that is left behind in 3 years.
Yeah.
You mean, yeah, you may see a cool, like, oh yeah, this is him now, but if you're not working on that mental part, let's see the 3 years from now, the longevity. So when mine is going into high school and yours doesn't want to play anymore, who really won?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so that's the part that you're really winning for, bro, is the longevity. We want our kids, you mean, because I know what this game can lead to. It's success as far as, you mean, making them always believe in themselves. You know, that this game alone could guide you to, you mean, a positive life.
Yeah.
You mean, so imagine if it gets taken away from them, and you mean, I don't know where I'd be, bro, if it wasn't for this game. This game saved my life. My son changed it.
Yeah.
You mean, it made me make good decisions. It made me stay out of trouble. It made me not join gangs. It made me not do drugs. It made me, you mean, think twice before I was gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Because if I got in trouble, I wasn't gonna be able to play. And if I didn't have this game, bro, my mind would have probably just went to like, I give up.
Yeah.
FML, right? So
when did you realize that this game was gonna teach you those life lessons? You know.
I didn't. I as I grew up, like my adult years.
Yeah.
You're playing it as you're learning it. You're going through it.
Mm-hmm.
You mean, I was going through it. When I became an adult and I was able to see it from a different perspective, like the coach, you mean, I want to say the dad perspective as far as my son.
Was it when you started like teaching it?
Like when you mean, I started seeing it being played in front of me instead of me playing it.
Yeah.
That's when I started, you mean, seeing it from different angles, and was like, okay, you know, I know what to do here. It's like, you know, and then you mean, I'm a major. You mean, psychology is part of my game. Where I was able to understand, like, okay, like I see this dad doing it that way, and that don't make sense. And he's yelling at him, and that don't make sense. And I was like, okay, like, duh, do the opposite of it.
Yeah.
You know, be motivating.
Yeah.
Duh. Common sense when you with your kid, you know, you're motivating. You're confident when you make them confident. You know, rather than like I told you, man, I'm just trying to be the person that I didn't have for me.
Mm-hmm.
You mean, I didn't have, you mean, a dad who gave me love, showed me love. You mean, taught me how to do anything, guided me to success, guided me to teaching me right from wrong. So that it was just me. I was just trying to do the opposite of just being a dad, being a dad. The coaching part just came with it, because it was like, okay, like that shit don't work, bro. Like, trust me, I know it works, son. Like, to the point where he knew, like, it was just that. So I want to say maybe late, you mean, my adult years.
Yeah.
My you mean 20s when I had mine, and I was able to see it, because when you're playing it,
Mm-hmm.
but when you're sitting in the stands, you know, like coaching, when you're sitting in the stands, you're like, like you're seeing it a whole another angle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different perspective. You could like, then you gotta like nitpick at what they're doing and what they're not doing right, and what they're doing right, and what works and what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think back then, you mean, it was as far as like parenting, I got to realize that a long time ago, as far as what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So I was just able to implement it into coaching too.
That's how you're able to transition it to like that, like you said, that mental conditioning, where you're able to, you know, see what, like, you can't coach every kid the same way, right? Like every kid's a little, like you were talking about, every kid has a little bit different background, different history.
Different, yeah.
So you got to kind of like not so much but read your crowd, right? Read your crowd.
Yeah, they learn differently. They learn, some learn faster, some learn longer, and then they all of a sudden, like, they wake up and they got it.
Yeah.
And you mean learn immediately. You mean, but it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey. There's no magic pill. There's no anything like that, bro.
Yeah.
It's grind, hard work, consistent hard work.
Especially, I mean, when you have I see you out there, when you have your clinics, you have a variety of kids. You got kids that are a little bit more experienced than the other kids, and you can see you take a little bit more time with certain individuals, because you know that they need a little bit more time, more one-on-one interaction, because you know there's certain kids that you could just feed them off and then give them a few tips here and there, and then they're good to go. They got they got their fix, they got what they needed. But then there's those certain few that need a certain amount of time, and you know how to pinpoint that out. Is that just the same thing, reading that kid and knowing?
Body language. You mean confidence? You know, the moment they walk in.
How do you teach confidence to a kid?
You don't. You
some
just teach them
kids
how to do their job and how to stay consistent. And that confidence comes with consistency.
Mm-hmm.
You mean when they realize that they can do it.
Kind of like being on camera and stuff like that and talking and hosting a show.
Yeah, you got to do it over and over. You got to do it. Yeah, legit. Yeah. I would have to do it over and over to build that confidence.
Yeah.
But as far as that, you just got to teach them the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Stay consistent. Don't go back to bad habits. Don't do what you think works. Because they watch a lot of, players hit today, and that's their swing. Ballinger has one of the most ugliest swings ever.
Golf,
and he's a popular Dodger that every kid likes, and they try to copy his swing, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like his batting, like he can hit clearly, he can clearly hit. But I was like, that works for him though.
Yeah.
And it's everything is just unfundamental about his swing until he makes contact.
Right.
And kids that get up there and they'll stand straight up. Like, it's not like a it wasn't like a Griffey. It was like Ballinger. And then all of a sudden, like, and I'm like, it don't work.
Stand
and
up
then
like this and just dip.
Exactly. So then I show them how to do it. And then they can do it, and then they get excited, and then they want to go back to what they were doing.
Yeah.
So you just got to stay consistent. Consistency builds confidence.
Yeah.
Then they realize it themselves that they can do it, and then, that's the confidence that they build.
Yeah.
Then from there, you just build it up.
Going back to you're saying like most kids favorite player Ballinger. My son is transitioning to Mookie Betts, and because we've had many conversations about Mookie Betts and his play, and we kind of talked about it. He's kind of like a teacher, on the field. Like you tell he's talking to a lot of the players and he's teaching them and stuff like that.
He's a captain.
He's a leader. He's a captain. Exactly. He's a guy that's his first year in a team, and I think he already has a leadership role on the team.
Yeah, he's a leader. He's a captain. That's why I told you that. What am I trying to build all these kids to be? Leaders and captains.
Yeah.
So when you're on your team, you know what to do, and you're able to guide the kids because we don't know if they're working. Your teammates. We don't know if they're working right now.
Yeah.
So what I need you to do is I need you to know how to do your job so the coaches could depend on you. The coaches could trust you. And then every other kid is going to look at you and be like, okay, he knows what he's doing. So when he tells me to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And it's a leader. You don't put nobody down. Yeah, you can dislike them, but you don't put them down. You don't tell them they suck. You don't, make them feel bad because, bro, you need them. You need them. You need them to make their play.
Oh, yeah.
You need them to swing that bat, and hopefully they can hit the ball. And the last thing you need to do is drop their confidence and tell them they suck on the way going up, and they're going to strike out. And guess what? Now we lose.
Yeah.
And so realistically, that's what we're building. It's the leaders. You're building that Mookie Betts, the one who, no matter what team you get on, you're going to be the leader.
Yeah.
You're going to be the captain.
I think it's crazy I don't think it's crazy, but it's just, I find it just awesome. I think it's awesome that he was able to come to a team, being traded to a team and just literally take over the team, as far as the leadership role.
That's why you teach that now.
Yeah.
You teach that now.
That's why it's so important right now.
Because like you said, people who are in there faking the funk.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. And you look at them like, bro, you ain't never led. Yeah. All of a sudden you want to be like, all right, everybody. And you mean, it's not genuine. It's not real.
Yeah.
And people read that. So that's why you teach them now. Then you got to teach them by you being a leader, by you being that captain, by you not giving up, by you not being lazy, by you hustling up when you're shagging too or picking up balls, and you're throwing properly, you're swinging properly, you're doing your mechanics properly, so they can look at you and be like, okay, he's doing it all every time too, so I got to do it every time.
Yeah.
And now they're just building that muscle memory to do it every time the right way. So naturally, they're the leaders, they're the captains. If you notice, when we stretch, everybody has to be loud.
Yeah.
Because these people ain't gonna be on your team, bro. So when you're, stretching, you're going through your tryout, you're playing in a, big tournament game, all-star tournament, travel ball tournament, high school, whatever the case is. We build that into, we teach intimidation, because what's the first thing we do as coaches and players? We play another team, we look at their team. Can we beat you?
Yeah.
How do you guys look? You guys look like you guys know how to play. So when they look at you, they scared already. We already won half the battle. It's the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Dang, that kid, Vinny, like, he's warming up 100%. He's throwing gas when he's warming. I hope he's not pitching. Like, oh, dang, I hope he's not pitching.
Yeah.
And then he gets on the mound. Guess what? You have it without even swinging the bat. They lost because they're like, oh, shoot, he's pitching. Yeah. Why? Because he warmed up properly. He gave 100% during that role, rather than he was over there missing balls and playing freaking grab ass. And, you mean not paying attention, like stuff like that.
Right.
You mean, what are you doing as a team? Like, guys, hit it to him.
Yeah.
He ain't work. He's not awake. He's not ready.
Yeah.
He's not paying attention. Hit it to him. Wherever he's playing, hit it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So use it another way around. Dang, that kid.
You gotta pick on that one.
Yeah, that kid. He look at him during warm-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, he dove during the warm-up. Oh crap! I hope I don't hit it to him. He's gonna catch it. You win half the battle already. You get in that batter's box and you got kids who are like, oh, sure, he's gonna take me yard, because during soft toss of pregame, he was giving 100%, and every hit was a ding, 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 and you got this kid like, dang. So that's that intimidation factor.
Yeah.
That's that leadership quality. When you're over there counting to 20 because you got to stretch, even if it's the one player, you got him saying 1, 2, 3. And we looking at him like, damn, playing him? Shoot.
Yeah,
you know, and that's really what they're building.
Well, baseball's a mental game. So if you can check them out before the game even gets started, then you've already won half the battle, you know? So as it is very important about it's a mental game, you know. Yeah. But speaking of which, you know, you've talked a lot, and I think you even promote it, is mental health. Mm-hmm. So how does that tie into baseball or your personal life, the mental health part of it? Because that's something that's really important right now. I've experienced a couple of those things on my show that I won't really get into it, but it was just me not understanding and having to make a judgment call, you know, and
what do you mean?
I can tell you something about that off air. Just I won't do it now.
Okay, got it.
But the mental health part of it, how do you translate it onto the field? Like, how do you work with that?
What do you mean though? I don't.
The mental health. So you got like kids that have issues as far as autism, have a schizophrenia, like, you know, you get players like that are still out there trying to, or parents that are trying to get their kids to play. Like,
so okay, so the thing is as far as mental health, my biggest belief is this game can lead you to a pretty good life if you actually stick through it. It teaches you how to never give up. Short-term memory, you know, like, I made an error, get over it.
Yeah.
If you're not taught that, life can eat you up. It'll eat you up and spit you out. Not being confident, not believing in yourself. I'm a piece of crap, like everybody says I am. Because they haven't shown themselves that they can do something. So my biggest thing is teaching them how to play the game the right way. Hopefully giving them their smile that they don't normally have at home or with their peers or in their classroom. Teaching them that they can do it. Because you just don't want that one day that they're doubting themselves, and it could lead to, if you're not strong mentally, it could lead to drugs, it could lead to gangs, it could lead to suicide, it could lead to the negative path in life that none of us want, especially our kids, to go through.
Right.
And it all starts from kids who don't believe in themselves, that don't have that confidence, that are used to giving up, who weren't taught how to keep on going, how to be positive. Which is basically, like I said, it's common sense, you would think. But that's the part that, if you teach them how to do it the right way, teach them how to believe in themselves, teach them how to build their own goals, their own dreams, their own visions. Because I just teach you how to play this game really good that they want to be baseball players now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This game's going to lead you, because American way is, in order to get to the pros, you got to go to college.
Yeah.
Okay, so now our kids have a college mindset. Mm-hmm. Cool, we go to college.
Yeah.
Well, in order to get to college now, you got to go to high school. Okay.
Right.
Well, in order to get to high school, you got to do really good in school now, though, right? Because high school, they really keep track of grades.
Right.
So let's focus now. So that's realistically, that's what I teach them, is how to play the game. They want to play this game for life now, and it just teaches them how to build their own goals, their own dreams, their own visions, that even if they don't play this game anymore, they have that mindset of like, anything I'm going to ever do, I'm going to give it 100%. Because if I give it 100%, guess what? I'm going to learn, right?
Yeah.
Because coach taught me how to, I was horrible at baseball when I was 11. But then coach, he showed me like how not to ever give up and keep on practicing, keep on grinding. And then I was the best player on my team at 14 years old. And so, if I do that now in my job now, like I could probably be the best one in a couple years, So it gives them that mindset of, people who are haters and self-doubters and negative sheep, and they're telling you, no, you're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to believe them either.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, screw you. Yes, I can. Like, I'm going to show you I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I show you I can, don't talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
And realistically, that's the mindset that we all hope our kids have, rather than, I don't believe in myself. What am I here for? Why do I even exist?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of those cases that have happened.
There is a lot of those cases. And another thing is also, there's a chance they're not going to make it to the MLB, to the big leagues, or even minors.
But they're still but it's not. It's success is success though.
Yeah.
Success is success. Like, we want our kids to be successful.
Right.
Oh.
Whoa. You know what wasn't successful? Me taping that thing up there. That wasn't successful.
That was.
But it happens, you guys. This is a live tape show.
Yeah, exactly. So.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's a characteristics that they learn that they were able to pick up and then use it out in real life. With work. They can't
work, school,
just give
family,
up. Yeah, family,
life.
You can't just give up on it. You're gonna work at it, work hard at it, because you know that it works.
Exactly.
It worked for you on the field. It's gonna work for you in real life.
Exactly. And that's the part. That's the biggest part is kids showing themselves they can do it and smiling and genuinely like seeing the ball being hit.
Yeah.
Because who knows like what was going on in their head prior to it.
Mm-hmm.
They probably never tasted anything that was successful at their little age.
Yeah.
Where they're able to see, I can do it. Like, I know how to do it. Like, besides Fortnite or something.
Right.
Like, they showed themselves they can do it. So now they believe in themselves and they try harder now. And guess what? They try harder in everything they do now.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, and there's no reason why I shouldn't be honest with you, but I see the change with my kid. He's getting older and he's starting to get learn his responsibilities and all that, and that goes with the way that we raise him here at home too. But a lot of it has to do with him, playing with you and working out with you. He's not out there as often as he would probably like to, and as often as I would like to take him. But the times that he's out there, I see the change all the time. He knows that he's hitting better.
So he just fooled me because I think I was like, damn, Vinny, you just drop bombs all the time?
No, but it's not. You know what? He's always been like naturally really good at everything, but his mindset is changing. You know what I mean? So now he's starting.
But you got to remember, you are who you hang out with. You
right.
are. So that's why I try to teach them all how to be captains, all how to be leaders. So it's a full-blown practice full of kids who are thinking the same. That's that energy and vibe that they're feeding off of each other, and there's no black cloud over one of the kids, and then it's gonna push off to every other kid, and now they're all like, I want to go home. It's a bunch of confident, positive kids who are grinding and getting better, and they want to come out and grind and get better, bro. It's like, imagine if you worked out with The Rock and like Arnold Schwarzenegger and all those dudes. Well, guess what? You're going to go out and try harder too.
No, yeah.
You're going in there like, I can't, like, I'm going to try to do more reps than I can yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to do them right. Because if I don't do them, guess what? They're looking at me like, why are you even here?
Yeah.
So that's why, I think that, it feeds off. Hitting's contagious. Playing's contagious.
Oh, you best believe there's kids right there right now that are watching all these kids that are stepping up the game, and they're like, watching and learning and aspiring to be that, like you can see it. There's the kids out there that are like first timers, or they're just a little shy, takes them a little bit longer. And
you got to remember, and then the whole time I'm reminding them that we're not here to put each other down. We're not here to compete. So it doesn't make the players who aren't as good yet get all unconfident and be like, never mind, I can't be here. It makes them like, oh yeah, I can, because now the other players over there like they're trying to help them out. They're doing the opposite of what they were originally trying to do. Like, instead of bullying you, they're like, hey, stay in front of it a little bit more. Or, hey, like, like, you know, like swing like this. Like they're trying to do their own little. I mean, they're trying to be their own. They're leaders. Guess what they're doing?
They're leading. Yeah, they're teaching on the field because that's how they're
captains.
Yeah.
And because I put that mindset, we're not here to do this. We're not here to do this. We're here to do this. We're here to be leaders. We're here to, be the best us. And that's why the ones who, aren't that good yet, they're not scared. They're not shy. They're not intimidated because they know we're together. We're all brothers, right? It's like the little ones. The little ones benefit, man. I tell all I said, imagine you being the little brother, right? I look at it like being the younger brother, my older brothers, let's just pretend like you're with older brothers and they all know how to fight. Yeah. And you guys all grew up together. They always beat you up because you're the little one, but you took them. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, dang, you got me. I'll get up again next time. And as you got older, you got tougher. As you got older, you got better because you're learning with them. Right. So then when you went around your own age group and let's just say you got in a scuffle and they're like, damn, Fidel, like, you whipped his ass. And like they're like, and you're like, well, damn, I've been fighting with my brothers all my damn life. Right. Like, so now a kid my age is nothing. Yeah. So that's realistically like that baseball mindset. So you're the 3-year-old, you're the 4-year-old, you're that 5-year-old, the 6-year-old, and you're out there with 12-year-olds. Yeah. You're out there with some 15-year-olds. Yep. Where now when they play against their age group, they're like, you guys are little.
Is this all you got? No, like that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm used to playing with my big brothers. Yeah. I'm used to taking ground balls from 12-year-olds. Yep. You little 6-year-old ground balls are easy now. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yep. You know, and then they're like, dang, I'm the best one now. You know, it's because they were playing with their bros, their older bros who weren't putting them down. They weren't teaching you how to fight and being like, oh yeah, that's why you this. Yeah. You know, and they're like, oh, I'm never gonna get back up again. You know, so it's building that. You're out there grinding with some older, tougher hitters who are gonna help you. It's contagious. The mindset's contagious. The hitting's contagious. The environment's contagious. The confidence is contagious. You know, but it starts with me too. Like I gotta be in my mind clear, and I gotta give that energy. I gotta say good morning, say hello, and keep that that positive,
that good
energy,
vibe,
that good vibe, because they could read it. I think they read my vibe. The moment I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? I think they're gonna be like, it gives them the opportunity to be like, okay, cool, I don't gotta try it.
No, the kids are the most innocent and the most honest human beings around. Like they'll tell you the truth and sometimes just in the way that they present
but I do
themselves.
Appreciate that though. About Vinny. That truly is. I truly appreciate it. It's awesome. I appreciate you too for believing in me.
No, man, I mean, I think like I told
everybody
you before,
else, all my other parents, I appreciate all of you guys for believing in me, trusting me, with your kids, because they're kids, bro. They're our kids. Yeah, especially 2020.
That's our future.
It's our future. But our kids are worth more than anything in this world. So when it comes to trust, and it comes to believing in somebody to guide your kid, I'm honored to say like thank you guys, like totally appreciate it. Like it's from the bottom of everything I got, like just to trust somebody with it, can continue to trust somebody with it. So just thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's really important, and that's something to be proud of, to have that.
So when you say like it makes me happy knowing that energy is being read.
Oh yeah.
You mean like, okay, cool. Like he's reading that, like, cause that's the energy I try to give off, but not everybody, I could see the feedback, but you don't get a lot of the feedback. Like, you get it, but it's not like, I don't sit down with parents like I'm doing with you. Right. And then it'd be like, hey, like, thank you for this. Yeah. I can see it from the kid. Obviously that's why they keep coming back. It's an obvious, but that's why I say, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I think I encourage more parents to do the same. Obviously you may not be able to sit down in front of Angel, but a message, a Yelp review, because you're on Yelp, right?
Yeah, but Yelp's haters though.
Oh, we talked about it on when
I was here. I saw that one. Yelp is haters. Yelp's haters.
They're just money hungry.
I have like 2, bro. That's why I don't even.
No, you probably have more.
Oh
but
wait,
they,
but
they just
publicly.
Yes,
too.
yes.
You know how many I have that like were like blackballed or deleted,
they hold them for ransom.
Or they hold them.
They hold them for ransom. They want you to pay a premium, and then all of a sudden all your positive feeds are there.
I was like, I have like 2. I was like, oh great.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Okay, maybe not Yelp. Maybe like on Facebook.
My business Facebook page.
Facebook. Yeah.
For real.
But I want to thank you for coming on. I do want to end this this episode here with something that I remember happening on the field when I was there on one of the clinics, and it was I thought it was the best thing ever when this kid was hitting on the hurricane, and it was like you could tell it was his first time there, and he was hitting on that thing, no gloves, just smacking that thing, learning how to do it, and he was chopping on it, but then eventually started getting it, you know, and he's working on his own. One of the good things I liked is that you kind of hold him accountable to learn on his own how to hit that swing and anyways, at one point he calls me over and he says, "Hey coach," and one, it felt awesome because I haven't been called coach in a long time. Yeah. So I was like, "Hey, what's up, bud?" And he's like, "Hey, I need a Band-Aid." Because he had like his skin tore off a little bit on his thumb, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is not my clinic." I go, "Hey coach," and then Angel runs over and he goes, "What's up?" And I go, "He needs a Band-Aid." And he goes, "Hell yeah, you got your scars, buddy. You got your baseball scars. That's awesome."
Baseball hands now, and I show my hands all the time. I'm like, "Look, dude, you got baseball hands."
That was the best thing.
But it's like some cool reverse psychology because like, I'm tough instead of like my hands.
Meanwhile, my wife was through the fence trying to hand him a Band-Aid. And he's like, "No, I got scar hands."
I'm like, hey, no, for real, bro. Like, even when they get hit, bro, like, you mean, oh man, they get the newbies, man, they get hit so much, and it sucks because I wish I could put a ball on a string and like if I could invent something, you put a ball, like not like
and hold it back and just
like you could time the ball or something, like you can control the ball, like you can't, like once you release that ball, you're like, please catch it. Like, I mean, I'm pretty good, like my accuracy's my accuracy's great, bro. So that's really what saves me. And I'll be like, okay, put your glove there, like when we're doing our catching drills, right? And Damien, your nephew.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first time we're doing, he's never played baseball, bro. Never.
Oh yeah.
Damien's
she told me.
TikTok famous, bro. And I love it, This is the reason why I love it, and this is the mental health part of it. Okay, Damien came to me. This is the most awesome story of this summer that I've had. Damien came to me, never played baseball, 6 years old, never played baseball. First practice, we're stretching. He comes with the glove that he doesn't even know what hand it comes on. It's a right-handed glove, so he puts it on his hand. And we get to the part where we have to run. Damien's a little chubby boy.
Yeah.
And exercising wasn't his thing at the time. So we're running, and at that time I didn't know. So I was like, "Okay, everybody, like, let's stay together and, like, you know, let's go." And he was in the back. And I'm like, "Dave, come on, man, you got to keep on going, bro. We got to keep on going." And I'm super motivational. Like, you got to keep on going. We're almost done. I mean, it's almost like that gym instructor that's in your ear while you're working out.
Right.
Like, the one you hope you have.
Yeah.
One you hope you had if you have one.
Don't give up. Let's go.
Yeah, don't give up. You got this, bro. This, yada, yada, yada. And so he's like, "It's okay, coach. I'm fine in the back." And I'm like, "No, you're not. Like, keep on going."
Yeah.
He's like, "It's okay. I don't have to run. I don't want to run. Like, I don't need to keep on running. I'll just walk till I get there."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, that's just he's used to just. You mean he's used to being allowed to just not have to do it?"
Yeah.
And I said, "No, not when you're here, bro. You got to keep on moving your legs. At least keep on moving your legs. At least, like, you don't got to run fast. Just keep on moving your legs." Now, this is 6-7 weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks ago now. I made it it's a point now that he has to lead the pack.
Yeah.
So no one could pass him, and he can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
So if kids are like, you mean obviously like more advanced in running,
right?
You can't pass them. You got to run in place. You're running in place
in formation.
Yeah. So now he literally runs the whole thing without stopping.
Yeah.
Literally without stopping.
Nice. Yeah.
Without hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
For sure he's not in the back. His only question is, why do I always got to start it for? Why do I always got to be in the front?
Yeah.
But when he grows up, he'll thank me.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're catching drills. Catching drills every Friday during summer. And we teach framing. And then because umpires suck. So you got to, catchers need to learn how to frame. So you can help out the pitchers. So we teach framing. We teach balance. We teach framing. We teach blocking. And then popping up and throwing. And so framing is catching the ball. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I got a video of me throwing the ball. I always have a kid recording.
Yeah.
So I had a video of me throwing the ball. I said, "The glove stays right here. So I throw it, and he like blocks his face, and the ball goes right over and gets him right in the head.
Oh.
Boom. And I was like, oh man, I said, it's okay, dude. Like, it's part of the game. Like, and mind you, every kid gets hit. Right. Every kid's gonna get hit. And the first thing I show him is my scar on my lip. I said, look, dude, I got this from playing baseball. I said, you see my nose? I said, I broke it while playing baseball.
Yeah.
I said, you mean I was stealing home, and I even like ran into the catcher, and then I showed him like the scar from my face. I said, this was, you mean I didn't properly take a ground ball and it got me. I said, but trust me, I said, I kept on playing. Like, bro, my this one, I got in front of my son, like legit in front of my son. And I've always been the one like, you're good, you're good, you're good. You know, so imagine how am I going to be like, boom. And then like, oh no, I'm dying.
Yeah.
So, and that's just not me in general. So I took one, took a bad hop, got me. Immediately blood was coming, and I was like, I'm good. Because I've never been that type to show pain. Yeah. I don't show pain.
No pain, no weakness.
Clearly. Like, you know, your son's hit me a few times. I don't show it.
Yeah.
I don't show pain.
Yeah.
I just can't. And so it got me, and immediately I was like, I'm good. And the umpires are like, you know, Angel, like, you can't play like that. So I said, just give me water or something to like rinse my mouth. And I literally drank the water, and it like came out of my lip.
Oh shit.
And I was like, dang, I'm good. And I was like, I'm good, guys. Like, legit, I'm good. Like, you mean I'll go after, like, it's just probably like the inside of my lip. I'm good. And my son's over there like, Dad, like tough it up, Dad. And I'm over there like, cause I'm really toughing it up. And I'm over there like in my head, like, bro, I'm toughing it up. And he's like over there like,
you're not helping.
Yeah. And I was like, he's like, Dad, like walk it off, Dad. Like everything I've told him. Yeah. So you mean you are who you're gonna be as strong as your parent.
100%, yeah.
And that's why like he's gotten, pitching, bro, like daring like all-star tournaments where he's had like a comebacker with real hitters. All-star when you're playing some real hitters, it's like Vinny hitting back at you. It's not gonna feel good, like just because I could take the pain doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, bro. Like trust me, like I'm human, that it hurts, but I could just take the pain. And there's been times where he's gotten one, boom, like right back to the shin. He gets up, like he makes the play, and he's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to come out. I'm good. I don't want to come out. Like, and it helps him, mentally stay in the game. Because if you're not built for it, bro, and you're probably the A1 stud on the team, and you got a comebacker, and you're like, my leg. Well, guess what? Now you're done. You've mentally done. You don't even want to get in the box.
Your team's checked out, probably.
Your team's checked out. Rather than, because they're looking at you and mind you, what I teach, leadership, captain, my son, it's installed in him. Yeah. And I really feel that players that play with him, they get that energy from him. They play harder. Like when he pitches, they know he's going to throw strikes, so they play, they're ready. Rather than if you ain't pitching, you're not throwing strikes, and kids are over there like looking at their friends play, or looking at parents, or looking at the grass grow or the butterflies in the air. You know what I mean? Rather than when a kid can throw strikes, you're like, okay, I got to be ready. Duh. So that that's why I said I think it really builds off to other players and makes them wake up. So imagine like if he gets hit and he's out of the game there, and everybody else is like, damn, he's out, we're done. Rather than like, oh sweet, he's in here still, we all still got to keep on working hard. And that's why it goes back to that. So anyways, he gets hit right in the head, and all my other players are like, it's okay, Damien, like last week I got hit right here. So each kid's like last week's testimony like feeds out to the next. It's okay,
they'll have
like,
a story.
They're like, okay, it's part of the game, go. And then they'll keep on playing, and they catch the ball, but it doesn't check them out. It's not like, oh, and I'm done and I'm crying and then I'm gonna sit in the corner for the rest of the practice and then just call it a day. It's almost like, like cool, bro, like you got your hat, like heck yeah, those are baseball hands, bro. And they look at me and they're like, well, coaches never lied, so these are baseball hands, because they're really they're baseball hands, bro. You're getting tougher, you're getting stronger. Pain is weakness leaving the body, duh. So you mean your hands are now becoming tougher? Like I think I'm so tough, like you mean physically it's like, oh, like you mean how many balls do you think I've gotten hit off of me? You mean, so now I'm like, oh, like what,
this week?
Oh no, like that's why, like now I'll look at him and I'll, like I could play it off and be like, that's it. But usually I catch them. I mean, I'm really good at catching them. I'm really good at, my reflex is really good. I'll barehand them and look at you and play with you. So you mean, that's what I'm saying. So you mean he got hit in the head, and that dude literally, bro, is a TikTok famous little kid. That's bro.
Funny. Yeah.
And I made a TikTok video of him, like, you know, going through his drills and whatever. And mind you, he's never played, bro. 4 or 5 weeks into it, never played. But you can see that he's learning. He wants to learn. He's enjoying it. You could tell that he's building that grinding mindset, and you can just see it in the videos. Yeah. And so that video is almost at 1 million views. Yeah. So many thousands of comments and stuff. And every comment in there, bro, I'm talking 90% of the comments, 95% of the comments are like, the next Yadier Molina, like future MLB baseball player. Wow. Keep it up, kid. I wish I knew how to catch like you when I was 6. Like I'm 12 and I barely learning how to catch. Like you're like already a step ahead of me. And showing him is almost like it. Like I really feel like that's like God's way of speaking to me, of like telling me like, bro, like what you're doing is freaking amazing. Yeah. Because it's sending the kids the message that, you know, at the end of the day, like, who knows where his confidence was, like where he was as far as believing in himself, where he was as far as having any types of visions, bro, like any types of goals, any types of dreams. Now, like, you know, he is over there like believing in himself. Mm-hmm. He tries harder because he knows that, you mean, on TikTok he's famous. All these kids are telling him not to give up. Yeah. And I'll remind him, like, look, you got all these new comments, and every comment, bro, is freaking amazing. Yeah. Like amazing. Like you're a stud, dude. Like you're awesome. Like you're already goated. Like, and it's just all these positive energies that you're over there, and it makes you believe in yourself. And now guess what he is? His mental health is a lot stronger. Yep. I mean, he probably went from self-doubting himself to, you mean, I'm fine. You mean, I'm fine. You mean, eating all day and not exercising. Yeah. You mean, parents said now he goes home and says he wants to go walking and he wants to go running. Yeah. And they're like, we've been trying to get him to do this. Like, we put him on a treadmill and he cries. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, we try to tell him like he could only eat 1 serving and he cries. Yeah. And now he's over there like, I want to take some extra ground balls, like, you know, so when I go back, I could be better. So the next time you guys go walking, can I go walking too? And it's just making him a more positive person, a more positive human being that is making him believing in himself, that it's guiding him to becoming a better person in the future, rather than, that's all right, I'm just going to play Fortnite and just
I'm okay right here in the back. Do nothing
ever. Yeah. And I'm okay in the back. Yeah. Exactly. Now he's what? In the front. He's a leader. Yeah. You know, he's a leader. He built that leadership mindset, like where now he knows he has to hustle, bro. Hustle means move your feet faster. Like, you know, and now he's like, everywhere he goes, he's moving, he's running. Yeah. You know, he doesn't stop. You know, he literally is a grinder. Yeah. And it's 6 weeks, 8 weeks of baseball. And that's that mental health part. Yeah. Not saying that his mental health was bad anyways to begin with, but it got stronger. But
it's an improvement. Anytime you can improve with anything, it's just, it's a plus.
And so I think that's the mental health part. Yeah. And that's like my coolest story of him, bro. Like legit, like this dude, we baby steps, bro. It's like almost, I had to teach him almost how to walk. Like I was holding his hand, like literally holding his dang hand. Yeah. Like, this is how we hit. Like, you mean, we went from tee to where he would hit the ball off of a tee once every 20 times. Yeah. He was hitting the tee. Now he hits a distance of maybe 5 to 10 feet. Nice. Consistently. Yeah. And he's a big boy, so he got power. Oh, and I told him, I said,
no, once he gets it, he's gonna he figures it out.
He got power already. Yeah. And I said, dude, Damo, like all you gotta do is make contact, bro. These kids can't catch it, bro. Like none of these, like the kids you're ever gonna play with at 6 years old. Yeah. Because you look like you're 9 already. Yeah. So none of the kids that are like 6 years old are gonna be able to catch your ball, bro. So you just gotta hit the ball. Yeah. And so literally, like, you mean, that's the mental health part of him believing in himself. Him, you mean wanting to be something now at 6 years old, you know, and realistically, we want our kids to know that, okay, cool, you want to play in the major leagues? Cool. Well, guess what? We got to go to college first. We got the American dream.
Yeah.
The American way is go to college. Unless you're a superstar, we come out of high school. But even then, we want to get into a good high school. If that's the case, you know, get into a good high school and do good in high school and build that same routine in high school and studying. We got to do it now.
Yeah.
What grade are you in? Kindergarten? Sweet. Start now. Because you mean in order to get to the pros, we got to get to pros, we got to get to Vanderbilt. In order to get to Vanderbilt, we got to go to Bishop. We got to go to one of these top schools. In order to get there, we got to do good in school now. You know?
Well, it's instilling that kind of characteristic in a kid that's gonna make him, you know, a positive
guidance.
person. Yeah.
It's guidance, and the ball's guiding him. You know, and I think that's it. Guided him to better mental health.
Yeah.
You mean, not like I said, not saying it wasn't, but it's guided him to be stronger, believe in himself, have his own confidence, have his own, building his own goals, his own dreams, his own visions based off of his own confidence that he's built himself.
Yeah.
I just showed him how to do it. So
with the passion and the patience, man, those are the 2 P's, right?
Yeah. And consistency.
And consistency. PPC. That's a new slogan for him. No, but anyways, man, I want to thank you, man, for coming out here. Again, part 2 of Dad Coach.
Yeah.
There will definitely be a part 3. Who knows if it'll be another year from now or 6 months from now. We'll see. But it'll happen again. Always a good time here with you. Thanks again for coming on. It's been fun.
Thank you.
Boom.
Man.
Until the next time. And if you guys want to follow him, you guys can go ahead and follow him. Go ahead and share your Facebooks, all that good stuff.
Instagram, it's @therealdad_coach. @therealdad_coach. My Facebook is Angel S. Ramirez. And then from there you can go into like my business Facebook and
Dad Coach.
And then my TikTok is @therealdad_coach.
That's right. Your TikTok.
TikTok.
That's a new one. I gotta get
TikTok
that one.
famous because of Damien, bro. He made me TikTok famous. All these kids because I tell him he's TikTok famous, so all the kids think I'm TikTok. I was like, bro, Damien got me TikTok famous. Like I didn't have no views until Damien came in the picture and gave me 100 million views.
Yeah. He's gonna have to get some kind of royalties later on.
Bro. Yeah, he gave me. I'm TikTok famous on there.
Yeah.
So no, all my videos I posted on the kids. Their progress, how to build the mindset of not giving up. If you notice, especially the beginning of 2020, I was hitting it like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And then once I realized there was a lot of weak people, I said, all right, never mind. You guys can go ahead and lose. Let me because I was trying to show you guys, like, I know how to win, bro. Like, I do know how to win. Like, I know that it's real, but I also know that there's a way to win still. And then once it was like, okay, never mind, I can't. Because then you guys will make me lose. Shit. You guys will make me get stranded back here and get killed with you guys. So I got to just keep on pushing. But yeah, it's true, man. I'm always posting.
Yeah.
That
was how I came across you. So it was from the videos, and I was like, dude, I got to get this guy on. And then that's how it started, that relationship. You know, we're going a little over a year now. So
sweet.
As far as testimonies, hey man, I'm right here. It works, you know. So I've seen it firsthand.
Sweet. Appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
And all these kids just gotta keep on grinding. Hopefully they can hit that field soon.
There you go.
All right.
Well, there you have it. This is Fidel Avan Jr. signing off. Talking Again podcast. This is the Tap Studios with Angel Ramirez.
Thank you, guys.
Adios.
Vibe a little bit, laugh a little bit. Yeah. Hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is, only tell it real. Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. We talking again.